Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sorry, I didn't realize that the thing had started, but I got a question. I got a comment from a guy named Carell T. I hope I got your name right. Thank you for the comment, by the way. I had a nice little back and forth with you. This is the big account. This is the For those of you who don't know, I have this is primarily a free to play channel, but I do comment. I do have a buy to play account that I've had since about maybe shortly after global launch, like a day or two after global launch. So I didn't know about this game in the beta, and so that's the reason I feel like I'm a little bit behind all the people that were in the beta for this game. And I'm not a whale, but I am a dolphin, I would like to say. And I spend probably more than my wife would like me to on this account, honestly. But I do buy usually for my purposes, for the way I like to play. Is I'm not in these I'm not in a super high end guild. Um, we are in the top 100 guilds, clubs, whatever, and the club is Edna Mode and Guests, which was a guild that was created before Edna Mode came in the game, and we're you know I'll just show you, just so you have some idea. My roster is whatever. My roster is fairly full. It's got a lot of mistakes were made, like I talk about. But I just unlocked Powerline today. So I've not put a lot of work into Powerline, and you can see how close we are to being done with Zeus. So if that gives you any measure of how much of a guild we are, that's where I am with Zeus. So you can see in about a week or two I'll be done with Zeus. I'll have him enough to unlock him to 7 stars. Obviously, he's one of the few tunes that I have not. That's still a Gear 3 that I have. When obviously Hopper should be down here instead of Hopper should be the one, and I should be able to take everybody else up because Hopper makes mistakes were made. But I will say I just made a video on the Passholder for this month, and I guess I'll just do it here instead. I just bought the Passholder for this season, and I do that. You know, obviously there are 2 Passholder opportunities a month, and I usually do both Passholders in a month, so that's at least $60 I spend on this game per month, getting both Passholders. Why? Because I think they're just great value for me personally, and the way I like to play. And this, like I said before, this is the only account that I spend on. However, when I was really into building up my account, and I really was like pushing and making mistakes, gearing up everybody and their mom and for this game, I will tell you that I would buy stuff like, if I can find it. I don't buy these skins, by the way. That's not what I spend my money on. But I would buy stuff like, I don't know if it's here. I don't know if is it here right now? It might be. Stuff like these super gear sets, the one that says super, like the one that says super gear 5 or whatever. Not doing the wallet specifically, but like the super gear 6. When I was trying to build my roster up, I would buy those occasionally, and those would run me 40-50 bucks. But like I said, mistakes were made, and not doing that right now. Not buying. I mean, I like stuff like this would be on sale. You can buy these for gems if you want, But I would spend money and I would buy the super. Is it going to be here? I bought some of these at some points, and I really kind of could buy some right now because I'm really hurting for runes. um, but you know, just stuff like this is what I would buy. Ooh, this is actually, oh my gosh, that's pretty good. But so how much have I spent? Uh, more than a lot of people. Less than the whales. Less than the whales and the kraken. Um, and probably if we were, I don't know. It's north of. I would say that's easily it's easily north of 1,000. No, I never. Just so we're clear, I never went out and I never bought like a person like all the packs. Now, if you paid attention to me, when Alice in Wonderland first came out, I bought each of the tunes as they came out. So I bought Caterpillar, I bought the Mad Hatter, I bought the March Hare, I bought the White Rabbit, and I bought the Cheshire Cat when they opened. I just bought the one pack to get them open, and then I did my videos for those. But I know I bought a pack of Mike Wazowski, which is interesting because my Mike Wazowski is still not done. The guy's been out for like how long? Almost 2 years now. And on this account, Mike Wazowski is still not done. He is Gear 8. He is Gear 8, so he's in good shape that way. He's just not. You look, I still need 20 runes to get Mike done. I still need 20 tokens to get Mike done. So, I did buy some of the individual packs, like the $5 packs for the dwarves when I thought the dwarves were going to be great. I did, so mistakes were made in that department. I may have bought Wreck-It Ralph when it first came out because I didn't know, when Ralph came out, nobody knew how good Ralph would be, and so I may have spent on some of the Ralph tunes. Never spent on Hercules, never spent on Davy, never spent on Milo. Definitely never spent on Hercules because I hate that guy. Never spent on the Incredibles. Probably should have spent some more on. Probably should have spent on Winnie the Pooh because when we get there in the Inferno, I'm going to be hurting. But I haven't spent on Max or Powerline, but I could. Haven't spent on Toy Story. I haven't spent on Emperor's New Groove. Haven't spent on the Rescue Rangers. I don't think. Maybe I did. I don't think so. But mainly what I've bought it's just gear because this is like any other game, whether it's I don't know, any other gacha game that you want. Tokens are fairly easy to come by, but gear is the slow pace. So anytime, like we just had a double gearing event earlier this week, that is where you want to invest your gems. As you can see, I'm under 1,000 because I was like down to almost 100 a day or two, just because I was who I'm working on right now, which I don't know if this is gonna be up to date. Yeah, well, it's kind of update. Right now, I'm working on Frozone. You can see that I finished. I finished Tiana and Moana. I could put some stuff into Rapunzel, but right now I'm working on Frozone, and then I'm going down here with the Incredibles, cause like I said, I finished getting Maleficent, who I'm thinking about doing a video on that of who you should go first and why I decided to go for why I'm firmly in the camp of going for Maleficent first. But so Maleficent is Gear 9. She just needs the runes, and by runes I mean basically all the runes, because I've like ruined her barely at all. So Maleficent is somebody that I'm going to need to be gearing. So for this year, yeah, I'm just working this year until things change. We're you know, I'm trying to get the princesses done so I can be like, okay, they're gear 9, they're all ruined, and then it's gonna be gearing the Incredibles this year, and then ruining them, which will probably take all year at the way my runes are coming in. So if you're thinking about buying Gear Solid and also runes, do not buy tokens. Don't buy unless it's somebody that you know, unless it's somebody that you absolutely love. Unless it's somebody that you absolutely love, and do not have. But general rule of thumb, like we know that Evil Queen and the Huntsman are going to come out here in a couple weeks, probably next week, I would guess. And if you're into Evil Queen, okay, you know, a lot of the prominent content creators, except for yours truly, have stopped playing that. Not that I'm a prominent content creator, but I'm at least a content creator. But you know, it's going to take me, you know, how many people out there? If we go back to everybody, how many people like seriously? I just opened Powerline like an hour ago, maybe. I just got him open. You know, I've not played with Max. I've not played with Luigi. I've not played with Powerline, obviously. Not played with Zeus at all. I've barely played with Kidda. I haven't played with Cusco. You know, none of these Lobies I've played with. I haven't played with Tigger. I haven't barely played with Poncha. I haven't played with Edna yet. So there's a lot of Kraken and people out there who just want to go and spend. If I don't have that ability right now, so I will get there, but it just may take me. It may take me a year or two. But I mean, Zeus. You know, if you're like who Zeus, you know, there's people out there who've done videos for Zeus about how Zeus is great for Tornado, but the problem is you gotta how many heroic raids do you gotta do before you get Zeus fully open? And then by then it's like, sure, you know, Zeus can, yeah, Zeus tier 9 or whatever, gear 8 or gear 9, yeah, sure. You can do 23 million on Tornado with Zeus, but the problem is you have to get to Zeus first, so, you know, that kind of defeats the point, but, you know, that's not the case with the Forbidden Depths like we've talked about. You know, that's why I have the essential tunes, because 5 of those tunes will help you just get them to tier 9. You just get those, you know, you get Maleficent, you get Frozone, you get Tiana, you get Ian, you get, and who's the other one? King Triton. You get those 5 tunes to gear 9, and apparently you get them ruined, and apparently you can one-shot the Forbidden Depths, which I think is you know, should be everybody's goal, and it's certainly my goal, because we have people in my guild who do that for us. You know, every time the raid starts, they do it. They one-shot it. We move on. I'm not there. I'm contributing heavily to, you know, I'll just show you what my account did. I did 3 runs tonight for Siege on Olympus. Only did 3 runs. Only used 3 teams. And I don't know if I'm still on the board, but I'll show you what I did. Hopefully. So I did a little over 3 million damage with 3 teams. One team did over 2 million. But yeah, here I am right here, number 4. This is 3 teams. I did 3.2 million, and one of the runs was an Ian team on lava, and then I did an incredible. I just did Incredibles Frozone with Elastigirl, Bob, Dash, and Violet, and I did a couple 100,000 with them, and then I did Rapunzel, Tiana, Queen of Hearts, Caterpillar, and Merida, and then I did another 600,000 with those, and so I did 3 runs and I got 3.2 million, so I'm happy with that. Maybe I'll do some more runs tomorrow, but that's what I did today. So yeah, I mean, you could spend, but I'm okay with it. But anyway, since I'm talking about it, let's talk about. I'm going to put in the cut here at about 60 minutes for. I'm going to talk about the Passholder. So yeah, here it is, Passholder. A thing that I'm curious about is not a lot of people have Steamboat Mickey, and so you can get. So if you do spend, you can, if you spend the $30, you can get. If you do it all the way over, you're gonna get over a whole 50 shards of Steamboat Mickey, or tokens of Steamboat Mickey. If you do the $30 pack, you're gonna get 30 here, and then you're gonna get about another 20, or this is 35. When you get to the end, you're gonna get about 50, maybe a little bit over 50 fragments of Steamboat Mickey. And the thing about Steamboat Mickey, if you don't know, is he's the only place you can get him. The only place you can get Steamboat Mickey is right here. This is the only place you can get him in the game, is right here. Now it's 150 for one. And if you're a whale and you're done and you don't need any gear out of here, this is a good deal. A good place to farm him. Me, I need gear. It's right now, it's usually in the farm of these. It's usually these essences. I don't need them right now, but if I refresh, there's ones I might can get. Like this one, need this, yeah. And this one, yes, need this. And so that's the reason I'm not buying Steamboat Mickey here. But this is the only place you can get Steamboat Mickey in the game, is right here. Now, if you're curious about Steamboat Mickey and what he does and why you might need him, I think DSA is signaling that Steamboat Mickey is somebody that you might possibly need in the future. Even though you don't need him right now, you can see it right now. I've got a game gear forward. I've got a whole. I could take him to 4 stars, but why would I do that? And just so you know about Steamboat Mickey, Steamboat Mickey is a defensive character. He's a part of Mickey and Friends. So if you're still doing the Sensational 6 event, I think it is, or you need Mickey and Friends, he's a Mickey and Friend. And we'll just go over it. He doesn't do a lot. He does damage. He can get 15% bonus crit at gear 7, but it just does damage. The basic musical mallet just does damage. This first special, Cargo Crane, deals damage, purges a helpful effect from an opponent, purge a random helpful effect, and copy that to a teammate. So it'll just purge whoever you're hitting, and it will purge that helpful effect, and it will randomly apply it to somebody on your team. And then you can go up to 75% here, that it will purge a second helpful effect and apply it, and it also resets the entire duration of it. So it's kind of a very interesting ability here, and it's only got a 2-turn cooldown. This one deals damage, inflicts silence for 1 turn, and it grants taunt. Additionally, you get it all the way down here, gear 9. It's very useful. So what will inflict silence and slow. he gains taunt, but it's on a 4-turn cooldown. But this is at gear 9. Then the passive, on receiving damage, he gains Reflect, which is not in the game a lot, for 2 turns. Then it has a 5% chance to increase this ability's magic by 1 within whenever this character reduces damage, and you can increase that to a whole 11% at gear 10. Which, and then you get one magic reduction, 2 magic reduction, so it's going to go to a 2-turn cooldown at gear 10. That doesn't happen until gear 10. I mean it happens at gear 8. But then it's at 11. It'll basically be, it goes up to 11% here. So not a whole lot to his kit. He's got 4 abilities. I do think they might be doing a refresh on him. That might be the reason why they're doing this. I don't know. I suspect that you will need him in some capacity, because they don't do this. I think they're staging us for you. You're either going to need him for the Encanto event to open Maribel, because we've seen these over the past couple of years where we're starting to get these things where you need characters that you never necessarily think of, because they did the 10 characters that you need for Maleficent. There's 11 characters that you need for Edna mode, and I just think that they might be setting us up for something similar with either Maribel or another legendary, because we're probably going to get Maribel or Encanto probably in the spring, and they're going to give us another roadmap in June, just like they did last year, and then we'll get 2 more in the second half of 2023. Who they are, I've talked about them in my predictions, but who knows? Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Tell your friends, and I'll be back next time. Have a good one. We'll see ya. Bye.